guys, so this is Izam and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I'm going to show you how to create this neon multicolored technicolor looking letterings. We're going to start with the letter W because it's a very continuous line like that. So the way to do this I'm going to show you by using vectornator. So without further ado, let's get into the video. So today we're going to draw this particular artwork. This is just a basic letter W. So today's art is going to be that. So let's begin. So start a new canvas, and I am getting the full HD. So for this we will have we're going to use the lettering. So tap on that, and I'm going to tap here, just drag. For this I'm just going to get the letter W. For this I'm going to use this font, which is called Fredoka 1. This is free, you can download it online. I like it because it has rounded corners like that. And let's begin. To create, okay, so now I'm gonna, after I've written the letter W, I'm gonna resize it, make it bigger. And now I'm going to change the style. I'm going to set the fill. I'm going to change the opacity to the fullest. I'm going to create outlines from text. So now it's all paths, and we can edit this using this node tool. So we're going to use this cut, the scissors tool, to cut it up. So I'm going to cut from here to this point. So I'm just going to tap here and tap here, and that's it. But now there is an open gap there where no strokes exist from here to here. To show you what I mean, I'm going to move this aside, and you can see that if I change this to no fill, you can see that it is an open line. It's not joined. So let's join it up. I'm going to undo this, and I'm going to use my pen tool. I'm just going to tap here and tap here to join it. So now, as you can see, if I were to not have it filled with color, it is now joined up nicely. So I'm going to undo that. Okay, so the next thing we're going to cut is this. But before we can cut, we need to join up this segment here because it's also open. So use your pen tool to tap here and tap here. Now it's closed. When it's closed, then we can cut easily without facing any problems. So let's start by tapping here and tapping there, and that's cut already. I'm going to use the pen tool, and then I'm going to tap here and tap here to join it up, close the outline. And I'm going to do the same with this particular one. I'm going to use a pen tool, tap here and tap here, close it. Only after I close it, then I can cut it. I'm going to cut it over here, 1 and 2. That's it. The next one will be this one, where I don't have to cut anymore. That's the end of the cutting. I'm just going to join it up using the pen tool. So tap here and tap here. That's it. Alright, so now let's begin. To do this, we just need to have the gradient fill, and then adjust the handles like that. So over here I'm just going to choose this color. This will be good. So this one we're going to set it to purple, something like this, or lilac or lavender. So this will be pinkish red, something like this. Alright, that is done. I'm going to save this color over here and just tap here in the palette. So the next one I'm going to change is this. I'm just going to use this palette over here, this color gradient, saved in the palette, and then I'm going to just change it, the gradient. I'm just going to drag here, but it has to be the same. If this ends with pink, I'm going to start with pink over here. I'm going to drag the handles over there, but here I'm going to change this. So purple to red to orange. Let's put it as orange. I'm going to change this color to orange, Okay, so this color, I'm going to change this color to orange. Alright, I'm going to save this color over here. And for this segment here, I'm going to change the color over here. I'm just going to select the gradient fill on this palette, which I've saved, and drag it over there. Alright, and for this color, I will change to yellow. So instead of pinkish, it's going to be yellow. Okay, this is done. Set it, pull the handles down here, and for this, yellow, it needs to be yellow. Okay, done. So notice that I have this extra bit over here. I'm just going to double tap. Okay, alright, so that is done. So the next one I'm going to do is this one. Just use this selection tool, the move tool, and I'm going to follow this color. Oh, but before that, we need to save this color, and just tap over here. So tap here and tap here. So now we're going to just drag here, drag the handles, and I'm going to change the orange color to blue, somewhat of a greenish blue, something like that. Alright, so the next thing that we have to do is we're going to set the glow. Well, vectornator doesn't have a glow, but it does have shadow. So watch this. But before we apply the glow, let's create a background color. So tap this layer, make sure you create a new layer, and tap and drag to the bottom, and create a rectangle with sharp edges. So our neon sign, which is a W, is going to be in a dark room, so we have to change the color of the background to, let's put it as this one, an elliptical gradient. So the center portion will be light, maybe like that, but the outer portion will be very dark, something like that. So the next thing we have to do is just lock this background layer so that we prevent any accidental movement. Now we're going to add the glow. Well, in fact, it's not actually glow, but it's technically shadow based on these settings here. So what we have here, if you can see, we just turned on shadow, and the color of the shadow is white. We don't want white. So the general color over here is purplish pink. So move your slider over there and just choose something like that. And now I'm just gonna change the opacity a bit lighter, and it's done. Now notice that the shadow is just being offset to this side. So I don't want any offset. I want it to be like perfectly on it. So you can actually change the blur settings, how much blur you need it. And I think this is fine, about 23 or 24, that's up to you. So I think this is the perfect kind of glow. So this is done. So the next one we are going to do for is this particular one. I'm going to set the shadow again. See, the settings remembers the previous setting, so which is good. So but then I'm going to change this color to a somewhat orange color. I'm going to change this, and there we go, done and done. And the next one, turn on the shadow, will be yellow. Alright, the next one will be this one. Set the shadow, but this one will be changed to bluish green. So that's it. This is how you create a neon sign. Alright, so that is done. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Have a good day, and I'll see you in the next video.